All right, how's it going? So, a late night Friday podcast. Hope everybody's doing well today. Just a little video to stimulate thought here. So, it was a Las Vegas Metro detective, okay, that was arrested for pulling a gun out on a fellow neighbor. According to reports I saw it on Newsbreak. This Newsbreak app I have, and from the local news here in Las Vegas, so Channel 8 KNTV, I believe. According to that article, he was an off-duty guy that got into it with a neighbor, I guess because of the way he was driving in his neighborhood. Okay, now I don't know what was talked about, but there was a fight ensued. The off-duty detective, okay, had left, went back to his house, got his police car, came back, and pulled a gun out on the driver in front of witnesses. Okay, and therefore he was arrested and booked on simple assault charges with a weapon. Now I know in this state, and it's one of the things, if you brandish a weapon like a knife or a gun, something like that, okay, in a threatening way, okay, there's at least 2 witnesses and or like some type of surveillance camera, okay, then that's considered a misdemeanor. And for that offense, you could get up to 6 months in jail. The second offense, you could get 6 months to a year. Okay? As I was doing this search on YouTube, okay, there was 3 incidents that I saw out here, okay, 3 or 4 incidents about road rage. This is one of the worst places. Las Vegas have one of the most aggressive people in the U.S. as far as that and domestic violence. Houston, I believe, is number 3. They had several cases in Miami, like in Florida, okay, Miami, Tampa, a few in Michigan. And when I did some research on some of the most violent, with road rage, okay, that since 2010, road rage is blamed for about a little over 1,700 deaths, okay, that has to do with transportation deaths. It is accused, I'm not saying it is, 35% of road rage, okay, ends up with a weapon being brandished. So that's like a 1 in 3 chance, okay? So 80% of people admit that they have, including myself, that admit that they have gotten upset on the road, okay? About somebody getting cut off and that type of thing. All right? But I just think if it's one of the things where you work in law enforcement, and they've had other incidents like that before that I saw on YouTube, okay, then it's one of the things that you're held for a higher standard on. Now, when I looked at the top 10, 3 cities were in Idaho for the top 3 or 4. 4 cities were in Virginia, okay, and then there was the other 2 were like in Texas or Michigan. Now, I'm not the type of person that I don't try to initiate. That's not in my character. But if I get put in a situation where I have to defend myself, I will. Especially if somebody walk up on me or whatever. Because when you get out of that car, okay, let's say if you stop and get out of that car at the traffic stop, you are a threat, okay? So in certain cases, you can be excused. Let's say if you're a 75-year-old man or woman, you got a 25 or 30-year-old or a guy my size, my height, size, like what, 6'6", coming up on you, whatever, okay, then yeah, that person's gonna be scared, okay? That person probably gonna act in that type of self-defense. But if it's a case like that, or if it's a woman defending her kids or whatever, all right, then there's a chance that they may be excused, and also if they end up brandishing in a weapon. But that's one of the things where you want to be careful, okay, because people have surveillance cameras in their car, especially like the Tesla. They have surveillance cameras in the front and back, and the streets out here in Las Vegas are monitored, okay, including the interstate, so they can zoom in. I didn't even know that they can zoom in, okay, if that person reports an assailant pulling a gun, okay, the police or whatever, they have that technology to zoom in to see what happened, okay, at times. So you want to be very, very careful about controlling your emotions. We all have got involved, and we all had made mistakes on the road in some kind of way. It's just something for cautionary thought and to stimulate thought. Okay, now let me know what you think about the video, because I want to do another video.